Skateboarders see their environment through an entirely different lens than the average person. What would be seen as a plain urban landscape to the average onlooker may hold a plethora of opportunities for a skateboarder. They interact with their environment in a unique way by overcoming functional fixedness and using urban architecture to their advantage. You might take for granted an abandoned parking lot or the stairs you walk up every day to go to work, but a skateboarder sees their environment in hope that they can utilize these features for creative endeavors. Here in Byram, Connecticut, a riverfront apartment complex has been vacant for over a year. This empty lot provides only a small gap and a piece of plywood, yet a skateboarder envisions a variety of different maneuvers to try at each spot. The most popular include stair sets, handrails, ledges, and gaps.
You okay, honey?
Big L, rest in peace. Rest in peace. You wanna mess with this? Wanna do that shit? Wave up. Feel the realness. This business around. Fresh out the gate again, time to raise the stakes again. Fat my plate again. Y'all cats know we always play to win. GNG to the stars, son. Haters took this shit too far, son. So that's all for you. I'm wiping out your whole team. Ow, splatter your dreams, remember to shatter your schemes.
Here we are in beautiful Stamford, Connecticut, the city that works. We're at Scalzi Skate Park. It's a nice little park. It was built about 3 years ago, all concrete. Over here we have the big bowl where a lot of longboarders and old skateboarders come to skate. Over here we have the smaller bowl, which is probably one of the funnest things to ride in the park. And then over here we have the street course. There's a handrail, a hubba, a small bank over there, and over there a little pyramid over there. And it's a fun park, you know. It's pretty close to come and just skate with a lot of Stanford kids and Greenwich kids. You meet a lot of different people here.
With a cup and a crease. Still got love for the streets, reppin' 213. Still the beats bang, still doing my thing. Since I left, ain't too much change. Still,
I'm representing for the gangsters all across the world.
Still,
hitting them corners and them lolos, girl.
Still, taking my time to perfect the beat. And I still got love for the streets. It's the
I'm
DRE.
representing for the gangsters all across the world.
Still,
hitting them corners and them lolos, girl.
still, taking my time to perfect the beat. And I still got love for the streets. It's the DRE. Since the last time you heard from me, I lost some friends. Well, hell, me and Snoop, we dipping again. Kept my ear to the streets, signed Eminem. He's triple platinum, doing 50 a week. Still, I stay close to the heat. And even when I was close to defeat, I rose to my feet. My life's like a soundtrack, I wrote to the beat. Street rap like Cali weed, I smoke till I sleep. Wake up in the AM, compose a beat. I bring the fire till you're sunken in your seat. It's not a fluke, it's been tried, I'm the truth. Since turn out the lights from the world-class wrecking crew, I'm still at it, after mathematics. In the home of drive-bys and acmatics. Swap meets, sticky green and bad traffic. I dip through, then I give you the DRE.
Representing for the gangsters all across the world.
Still,
hitting them corners and them lolos, girl.
still, taking my time to perfect the beat. And I still got love for the streets. It's the
I'm representing
DRE.
for the gangsters all across the world.
Still,
hitting them corners and them lolos, girl.
still, taking my time to perfect the beat. And I still got love for the streets. It's the DRE. It ain't nothing but mohawk shit. Another classic CD for y'all to vibe with. Whether you're cooling on the corner with your fly, lay back in the shack, play this track. I'm representing for the gangsters all across the world.
Still hitting them corners and them lolos, girl.
I'll break your neck, damn near put your face in your lap. Try to be the king, but the ace is back.
So you ain't up on things.
Dr. Dre be the name, still running the game, still got it wrapped like a mummy. Still ain't tripping, love to see young blacks get money. Spend time out the hood, take their moms out the hood. Hit my boys off with jobs, no more living hard. Barbecues every day, driving fancy cars. Still gon' get my
I'm
regard.
representing for the gangsters all across the world.
Still,
hitting them corners and them lolos, girl.
still taking my time to perfect the
So we just want to start off with a general question, like, what do you think about skateboarding in general? As a sport, as an art?
in general, as a hobby, as a pastime?
I think anything that people do that gets them moving outside, exercising, improving skills, I love it. Why not?
I think it's really come into its own in the last 5 or 10 years. I think it's amazing what people are able to do. You definitely need to have a lot of coordination and balance, which I don't think I have, so I really respect those that have the ability to do it. All right.
I have no problem with skateboarding, Sean, as you know, except that you're not supposed to skateboard here on the grounds of Greenwich High, which you know of. Right, Sean? How many times have I caught you skateboarding here?
I know that. I've lost a few skateboards at this school.
We always give them back, though.
They always give them back. They always give
About
them
a week or two later,
Yep.
you seem to come up with another one every day we take.
I have a few backups.
I appreciate it. All right.
My thoughts about skateboarding. Yeah. Well, it's an interesting recreation choice for our youth. Sometimes not even the youth, old people do it too, but not me.
Mr. G, have you ever tried skateboarding?
The last time I tried skateboarding I was probably 6 or 7 years old, and it didn't last very long. I went down a hill, I skinned my knee, and that was about as far as I got with skateboarding.
In my youth, Sean, in dog days, Dogtown days, but it was never that good. But I did try it in high school. Okay. Back in the day. It was not even close to you.
No. Never? Not even in your youth? No.
I tried it once. I will never try it again.
Can you do an ollie?
I can do nothing. I can't even stand on it.
Can you name a few skateboard tricks, if any?
No. I
Not even
can't.
one?
Kickflip?
Heel flip?
Falling off and hitting your head? I have no idea. No.
When I was little, I had a skateboard and I lived on a hill, and I used to ride it down the hill.
It's a little bit.
That was it, but I probably didn't do it very much. I never got into the whole, doing tricks and jumps and rails and grinds, all that kind of stuff. I just never did. And
Yeah.
Not that I don't like it. I don't know. It missed my missed me.
Your
I missed
interest,
it.
right.
Yeah.
I'm Breaking Board Bob, and I have an expensive habit. My friends say won't tell me I have a problem, but I don't think so. See what happens whenever I try and step on a skateboard, my skateboard always breaks. This is my new latest board. As you can see, my other skateboards are broke. I'm sick of it!
I broke my board, Bob! Yeah!
Yo, let's see that broken board.
It sounds like it's like cracking.
Yeah, dude. I was about to tell you.
Oh my God, it's got a big
Dude, I just totally jinxed that. So here, folks, we have a broken skateboard. It's all floppy toward the end. Ooh! Breaking board Bob. Alright, so we're here at the Maloof Money Cup. It's a pro skateboarding competition here in Flushing, New York at the Maloof Money Skate Park. There's all the world's top pros here going head to head in a competition. So we can't wait. It's going to be awesome.
ball hits the bank. Oh, fronts up this round. We're going to our top 4 skaters. The balloon diamond. Up to the switch.
You can 5 minutes still.
Bank to ledge.
Like full spin, right into the
Oh my God! 180 down the stairs.
switch front board. In a day.
I just got that nollie from people.
What do you got on that? $5 on this drive?
No, it wasn't.
Not about it.
You guys have 1 minute and 40 seconds.
Alright, so we just got back from Maloof Money Cup. It was awesome. Didn't rain, which was awesome. Greg Goretzka won, which is awesome. There's 270 nose blunts. They're awesome.
Ryan got to see 2 of his favorite skateboarders.
I got to see Justin Figueroa, which was awesome.
And Colin Provost.
Which was awesome.
And Andrew Reynolds.
Which was awesome. And he also beat Nick, what's his name? Whatever Justin Figueroa beat him, which is awesome. And we got Remy, we got our guest star Yabo, we got the driver, one and only Sean Allen.
Twas that bangin'. Twas.
So we're all really happy.
And banging.
Going on a nice ride back to Greenwich.
So what's the policy about skateboarding at GHS?
Well, we don't allow any skateboards in the building. You can carry it with you, but we don't allow people to ride it in the building.
Yep.
We've had a few minor exceptions to that on some days before Halloween, or once in a while when kids ask for permission, we've done a few things. But for the most part, and that's just to prevent from becoming a distraction.
Right.
We typically, you're not supposed really to skateboard out in the front of the building either, but we don't. We kind of overlook that a little bit, as long as kids are doing it respectfully and not creating a disturbance, or because it's a pretty nice place to do it, I think.
Well, I believe the policy is that skateboards not allowed on campus, and I'm in favor of that policy. Yes.
I think the school's policy is somewhat discriminatory. I think at the very least the school needs to provide you a venue or an avenue through which you can skateboard. Soccer gets fields, baseball gets fields, football has a tremendous amount of money put into it, and there's really nobody advocating for the skateboarders or giving them a chance to do it on school grounds. And really, if they made it an intramural or they had somebody supervise it, there's really no reason that it couldn't have the same spot on campus that all the other sports do.
Well, on the topic of, or back on the topic of skateboarding, like becoming increasingly popular and developing so fast, would you ever consider designating a spot around the high school for skateboarders?
I wouldn't be opposed to it. I know we would have a hard time finding a spot. It's amazing that on 56-acre campus, how much of it is used.
In order to do something like that, that would have to go through a whole bunch of levels. It's not just something that we could designate. So if anybody was interested in doing something like that, you'd have to find out what the policy and procedures are for the Board of Ed and go through that process. Because I don't think it's an easy one to do something like that. However, if you're truly interested, it may be something you want to take on.
If you guys ever want to use my classroom for skateboarding, please feel free. We can move out the desks. You could use the desks for stunts. Feel free.
Okay, so here we are. We're on our way to Bristol Skate Park. We got Sean Aslan driving. We got Stephen Grant in the back, Ryan Glebus, and guest star Nathan Burke. We got all our boards back here. Got some drinks ready to go. We got cooler, backpack, longboard, and most importantly, what we learned was important yesterday: sunscreen. So. Here we are at Scalzi Skate Park in Stamford, Connecticut on a very, very rainy day. Now, much the same way vampires can't stand the sun, skateboarders do not do very well with rain. Right now, we will go observe a skateboarder who is very, very disoriented and confused on what to do on such a rainy day. They just don't do very well with water. Alright, so just be a little quiet. We're approaching the skateboarder now. As you can see, this bowl is completely unskateable. It is wet as shit. A skateboarder on a rainy day is a very, very pathetic and confused animal. Just observe. Now try not to startle him. But he'll be doing this for the next 45 minutes, who knows how long. Just try not to startle him. Trying to get the water off his skateboard.
Original ganja smoking, Herman hustling, sense, made a smuggling, rob and roughneck, back on the case again. We tell them say. Well love is yes, well love is come for the way. Well love is yes, I miss yes, well love it. Well love is yes, well love is come for the way. Well love is yes, I miss yes, well love it. No, any kind of sense why get with vibes like this. Love is yes, I bella when I want to assess. Love like a chunk and a best.
As you can see, we're trying to skate somewhere dry, and every skateboarder has at least 2 or 3 of these things. They're called a flat bar, and you can take these almost anywhere and skate them. Right now, we're trying to get shelter from the rain, but it's a little wet anyway. So yeah. So just observe as our skateboarder tries to skate. Trying to grow up to be a big, strong skateboarder, you gotta eat a Taco Bell. That jalapeno sauce, liquid gold. The wreckage. Another thing that skateboarders do in the rain is play a game called Tony Hawk. Now, every skater has a copy of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, and I can't tell you how many times it's gotten me through a rainy day. So, come in, observe. Try to be kind of quiet, don't upset him. He's a little on edge because of the rain. This concludes our segment on skateboarders and their rainy day habits. I hope you've learned something today. Thank you very much and good night. Alright, so I'm here with Adrian Wigalowski, and I was just wondering, why is skateboarding so banging?
Well, the reason why skateboarding is so banging is because it gives kids an activity to do, per se. Keeps them in shape, keeps them outdoors, off drugs. It's good for them.
Because there's nothing like learning a new trick that you've worked so hard to do and land it. That's the best feeling ever.
Well, skateboarding most banging because it's that gateway sport. It opens you up to lots of possibilities. Many colleges look for skateboarders and whatnot, and they like them, you know. Even though it's looked down upon, so the community thinks that they vandalize. It's less banging. It's all BS, you know. It's all about the skateboarding. We go hard.
Skateboarding is so banging because it's a counterculture, and the fact that some of our youth are ascribing things that aren't normal to something that allows you to ask questions and to a place that doesn't follow the normal society, that's what's banging.
It's definitely better than any other sport.
Exactly.
You don't have to be some worthless jock. Be the sickest person at school.
Yeah, man. Like you.
Nicest, banging people, they're skateboarders. They just don't show it.
I mean, skateboarding is an art. It's fresh. I like skateboarding. It's not because I'm black, but because it's like really cool.
I mean, I've tried it a little bit just to, you know, get into the gateway per se, and then I got hooked into other things, and I did those.
I suck at skateboarding, man. It's too bad.
In your humble opinion, Why is skateboarding so banging?
It's just banging. It's straight from the cookie himself. I don't skate though.
Like, what do you feel when you see someone skateboarding? Like, you're walking down the street, you see someone skating. Like, what do you think?
Action sports.
Right, you guys can relate.
That's the word. We can relate. We can talk about stuff. Just pick up on a conversation.
My reaction is, I don't know. Well, when I see someone who's really good at skateboarding, I always wish I could be that good. I know that it takes a lot of practice, probably, but.
Well, depending on how banging they are. Some skateboarders you can tell are very much so less banging and not that great at skateboarding. Therefore, I think that they are that whackness. But there are other skateboarders who go hard per se, and I have lots of respect for them.
Alright, so skating and skate parks is fun, but the streets are where it really goes down. So these are some of the grunge spots all over town. We've all been skating them for years. There's a ton of stuff that's gone down. Sweat and tears and blood and all that. It's just a lot of tricks that have been landed, all sorts of fun times. So here you go.
Oh my! Not today.
Shove it, master! The shove it, master!
What we call a skateboarding injury.
And I know, baby, just how you feel. You got to roll with the punches and get to what's real. Can't you see this standing here? I got my back against the wrecking machine. I eat the worst that you see. Can't you see what I mean?
Yo, what kind of board is this? It's a Levy.
Can't you see what I mean? Might as well jump, jump. Go ahead and jump. Might as well jump, jump. Go ahead and jump. Jump.
Thank you for coming to see our video. I hope it was as mo-banging for you as it was for us making it. Alright, we good? Thank you for coming to see our video. I hope it was as mo-banging for you as it was for us. Problems. Thank you for coming to see our video. Thank you for coming to see our video. I hope it was as mo-banging for you as it was for us. Now get out and go skate.